So let me tell you this powerful story from the Bible, yeah? It's about three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men had guts. They refused to bow down to this big golden statue King Nebuchadnezzar made. Like they said, nah, we only worship God. Now the king, he wasn't happy. He was so mad, he ordered them to be thrown into a blazing furnace. I mean, think about it. A furnace so hot, the people who threw them in got burned up. But here's where it gets wild. Inside that fire, they weren't burning. Nope, not even their clothes. And get this, the king looks into the fire and says, wait a minute, didn't we throw 3 men in there? I see 4, and the 4th one looks like the Son of God. That's in Daniel 3, verse 25. God himself showed up in that fire with them. When they came out, not a scratch, no burns, no smell of smoke. Why? Because God protected them. They trusted him, and he showed up big time. So here's the deal. When life feels like a furnace, when things get too hot to handle, remember, God is with you, just like he was with them. First up, Genesis 6, verse 1-4. As people started to multiply, some heavenly beings, called the sons of God, noticed human women and found them attractive. They had kids together, and these kids were called Nephilim. These Nephilim were known as giants, or mighty warriors from ancient times. Now, in Numbers 13, verse 32-33, Moses sent spies to check out the land of Canaan. The spies came back with some crazy reports. They said, the people there are huge. We even saw the Nephilim. They felt like grasshoppers next to these giants, the descendants of Anak who were linked to the Nephilim. So both Genesis and Numbers talk about these giant, mighty figures called Nephilim. It's a mysterious and fascinating part of the Bible that has intrigued people for years. So Solomon was a super wise and wealthy king, but he had a weakness, women. He married a lot of foreign women who worshipped other gods. Over time, they turned his heart away from the Lord, and he started worshiping their idols. God wasn't happy with Solomon. Because of his disobedience, God decided to tear the kingdom away from Solomon, but not during his lifetime. Instead, it would happen during his son's reign. God raised up adversaries against Solomon, like Hadad the Edomite and Rezin, who caused trouble for Israel. Then there's Jeroboam. He was a talented worker under Solomon, but got a prophecy from a prophet named Ahijah. Ahijah told Jeroboam that he'd become king over 10 tribes of Israel because of Solomon's unfaithfulness. So Jeroboam rebelled against Solomon. Finally, Solomon's reign ends. After ruling for 40 years, he dies and is succeeded by his son Rehoboam. And that's how Solomon's story takes a sharp turn due to his divided heart.